beautiful outside. Like seriously, so beautiful. The birds are chirping, my windows are open, and it's quiet. So I figured I'd go ahead and film a video before everything got noisy today. And yeah, I cook pancakes almost every weekend, and I thought I would do something different today and do blueberry muffins. And these are also a great recipe for back to school or back to work because you just can grab them and go. And yeah, I also might film a second part to this video, filming the meatballs that I'm actually making today for dinner, because Saturdays and the weekends are fun days for me. I always make fun foods. Most of the time that I'm filming, it's on those days that I'm filming because I'm making the most exciting food. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so let's start with our blueberry muffins. And like I said, so oftentimes every single weekend, I've been doing this for almost 2 years, I have pancakes to treat myself for breakfast every single Saturday. So we're doing muffins instead. We're changing it up a little bit, but it's with almost the same ingredients that I actually use for my pancakes. So let's start with the wet ingredients. We're gonna need some applesauce, and all of the measurements and everything will be down in the description box. So just click that arrow and you will be able to see all the ingredients. I'm going to add in some almond milk. I'm going to add in a flax egg. Mix that together. So we're mixing all our wet ingredients together right now. And then I'm going to add in some liquid sweetener. I'm doing agave, but you could do maple syrup if you wanted to. That would work just fine. I always like to add in enough to make it sweet enough to meet my needs. So I'm going to add in some vanilla. Go ahead and add in some cashew butter. Now, I love cashew butter with baking. If you're going to bake oil-free and you still want to get that texture and taste like a regular baked good, then you want to throw in some cashew butter because it's going to do almost everything that butter does or oil does. It's going to give you that nice fluffy texture that you want. Okay, so we need a lemon. I'm just going to roll it to get the juices rolling. Learned this off Food Network. I was like a Food Network junkie. Let me go ahead and zest it first. I used to watch Food Network all the time, and I just love it. It just made you feel like so at home. I remember the first food cooking show that I watched though was Martha Stewart. But most cooking shows I love. Okay, so we got just a nice dose of lemon zest there. I'm gonna throw in some lemon juice. Try not to get any seeds in it. Okay, so we got all the liquid ingredients in here. Let's go ahead and add the dry ingredients. I've got a cup of whole wheat pastry flour, and I've got some almond flour, about 1/4 of a cup. Like I said, all the measurements will be in the description box for you. This is a laid-back Saturday, so box for you guys. So yes, I love Saturdays. They're exciting, they're laid back, they're fun. During the week, you know, I try to stick to just eating more clean, simple, and then on the weekends, I have fun. So we are going to put in, now there's a very similar recipe where you can use oat flour to this. The measurements change up a little bit, but it's very similar. Let me get me a measuring spoon. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of baking powder. As you guys know, I like to limit my baking agents because if you use too much, there can be side effects, and we want to stick to a whole food diet as best as possible without adding in too many things that could affect us negatively in the future. I'm about health. I'm not about a particular diet, even though I would identify more as a whole foods diet, as a plant-based. I'm more about health. That's always been my focus since I started, and it will always be my focus. Don't mix this too much. And then of course, last but not least, we're gonna add some blueberries. Oh, and I've got some nutmeg. I buy it in bulk. So I'm just gonna add a pinch of nutmeg in there. Just a pinch. There we go. Makes a difference. That nutmeg and that lemon really makes a difference. I'm gonna go in some blueberries, about a 1/2 cup or so. I'm gonna throw in another pinch nutmeg and just fold it in here. Fold in your blueberries. Okay, so I'm making enough for about, I don't know, I'm just going to do 6 for now, but you could probably do more than that. Take a little bit of the batter here, just to make it easy and non-stick. Well, the batter tastes delicious. If that's any consolation. The batter tastes delicious. And you know the baked final product's gonna take. So you wanna turn your oven to 350. Now I've turned my oven up a little higher because I find that it browns the muffins a lot better when I turn the oven up a little higher, but you can stick with 350. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven, maybe 10 to 12 minutes, we'll see how long it takes, and then I will show you my breakfast for this morning, blueberry muffins. I'm so excited, I love muffins. I know it always seems like I'm cooking a lot of bread, but I gotta have my muffins today. I love muffins. This is like, what, the 4th muffin recipe I've filmed on this channel? Anyway, let's put these in the oven. I'll see you guys in a bit. Blueberry muffins are done. Okay guys, you gotta make them. Super delicious. I'm gonna eat these for breakfast, and I'm gonna go ahead and make my meatballs, finish those off so that you guys can kind of see how I make those if you want to make them. I'm gonna do some cleaning up, and I'm gonna actually prep for my meatballs. Now these meatballs that I'm gonna make are, they started out as a falafel recipe, and then I was making it and I was like, you know what, this would make a good meatball recipe. And so I have some chickpea spaghetti noodles, and I'm just gonna throw all that together, but I'm just gonna show you how I make the meatballs. So I've got everything kind of prepped over here. I'm gonna get my food processor, get myself together, come back and show you how to make some meatballs too. These are also great for back to school or back to work because you can grab them and go. You don't have to eat them with spaghetti. You can just put some meatballs in your bento box with some carrots, grapes, bam, you got a nice little lunch and snack there. So anyways, I'll get back with you guys in a second.